Happy 4th of July to all my American friends. I hope you're going to have as wonderful a day today as I'm going to have with some friends of mine. As you know, I wasn't crazy about the movie Hollywood Stargirl. There were some good points to it, though. I really enjoyed all of the actors and their acting. They seem like very nice people, and that's one reason why I want to do this reaction to behind the scenes and cast interviews. And of course, it's got Grace VanderWaal, and the movie itself has the song Figure It Out, which I'm thinking about doing a Finding Grace episode on. So I just want to jump in. I'm going to stop it occasionally and make a quick comment, most likely. And let's just jump. This was posted by the Grace VanderWaal fans on June 11th, more than 3 weeks ago. So thanks very much to those folks. And here we go.
Is this going to be a thing now? Just going from place to place? Cinnamon is the oldest friend I have. That's not normal, Mom.
Okay, could y'all, I know this is what actors have to do in front of a camera. When the cameras are on and there's a whole bunch of people around, could you act? I don't think I could. Just kudos to all the actors, Grace VanderWaal included. Here we go.
No offense, Mom.
Hey, can I help you?
Yes, I'm here to see Anna Carroll.
That's so cool.
That was great.
Can we please use the piano?
It's so cool to see it from that angle. Oh, I wish we could hear this. Damn. I don't know why some of them have sound and some of them don't.
This isn't right.
Hey, I know you're used to talking to anybody however you feel like it, but
Gonna need some drums, bass.
Did you see how when he was approaching, he had to step over the tracks? So he's got to think about what he's going to say, how he's going to act, and he's got to lift up his leg enough for it not to be shown too much. Let's watch that again. It's pretty cool. He did that really well.
This isn't right.
hey, I know you're used to talking to anybody however you feel like it, but
Gonna need some drums, bass. Maybe some other percussion.
It reminds me of my daughter. My daughter's exactly that way.
That's it. That's it. Slow down a little bit. Step. There you go. This is nice. This looks really, really nice. I'll show you after.
That's cool. You notice, look how much taller Grace is than Elijah. Because sometimes they look like they're the same height. I think she's 2 or 3 inches taller than him.
Everything.
It's a little chaotic.
It is a little chaotic.
It's a
A
little
lot
chaotic.
of movement.
But it's real.
But there's
It's-
some good
it's
ideas.
real.
It's natural.
It's-
It's very naturalistic.
Yes.
There are a lot of good ideas in here. We just
Have to put them together.
But it's-
yeah.
That's all it is.
Uma's got so much personality, it's crazy. I wish we could hear this. The whole cast up there? Half the cast?
So, I buried the album, changed my name, and started producing. It turns out I was pretty good at it.
That's so cool how they walk with the camera and keep it still, almost still. It's amazing work. It's nice to see this from a different angle, isn't it? Julia Hart's got some serious protection going on there, doesn't she? Grace is so elegant. Her mom seems sweet.
You know, she's older, she's smarter, she's getting to know the world, but she's also like very innocent, and I think that you still see glimpse of her letting go and just like doing her thing, you know what I'm saying? And just like jumping out and dancing and singing and being Stargirl.
Grace is so together, isn't she?
I really love that Stargirl is given more dimension, emotional dimension in this film. You get to see her have a lot more different relationships with people, not just romantic. I think that he's genuinely interested in her words and what she has to say, which I really like for Stargirl, because I think because of who she is, you know, she's girly, but she's also, you know, quirky and has all these things to say. She's very susceptible to becoming just a spectacle to watch. So I love that for her. Stargirl genuinely dreams. Like, point blank period, genuinely, wholeheartely dreams, which I feel like is rare to see these days. Like people who literally just dream without any like, oh, well, then there's this and then there's that and I'm not good enough and this is why I can never do that. This is all the things I would do if I were a different person. Stargirl doesn't do that. She's just like, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I wanna do. I think a lot of people get disappointed over the outcomes of things just because it wasn't exactly what they fantasized about or planned about, but I think that it's most important to just know that your dream can be absolutely whatever the universe makes it to be.
Grace has been saying this for a long time, hasn't she? She's just a little bit more confident and eloquent about how she says it, but it's always like, be yourself. Love that about her.
Joyful, magical. There's endless words to describe Stargirl, but she's really indescribable. I feel like she's the heart of the movie that we're making. Like she's like the missing piece in everyone's life. Like everyone needs a Stargirl.
Yeah.
I knew she was a singer, but I'm saying like she's like really good with music in general. Like playing the guitar, and she can like teach herself how to play the piano or anything. And I was like, dang.
Yeah.
You know that's a gift. Like I was trying to tell her, you know that's a gift. Like I can't do that. I can't learn like that.
Wow.
But nah.
That's
like,
great. Great to
she's
hear.
super talented.
Yeah. It's great.
Everyone that meets her falls in love with her immediately. Like at first, Mr. Mitchell was like kind of annoyed that, you know, we were talking from the window. He was trying to get some sleep, I guess. He was like kind of annoyed, but eventually he warmed up to her because Stargirl has like this energy that it's like, it's so welcoming. Let's say that, it's welcoming.
She's getting a healing from this girl. She's getting reminded about being free. She's getting reminded about having fun. She's seeing something beautiful and with hope, and that is and was her. You know, sometimes.
That's what I was talking about in my review about how Stargirl isn't necessarily the center of the movie. It's how people change because of her, which is the central aspect of the two movies.
It gets masked or discouraged, or you feel put down or bad about yourself, but that doesn't mean that's your real self. Your real self is still that kid too, and I think that we see Roxanne feel that.
Nice, she's eloquent.
When you have any close friends, you watch them go through highs and lows, and so you have a long-standing relationship. So theirs is like all relationships. When you watch somebody, not all times are great. So it's exciting for her, for Iggy to see Roxanne get back on stage again. I think it's just like how charming Grace is. Like, it's really gonna suck him in. I mean, it's just how crazy talented and charming Grace is, you know. And
there it
looks
is.
Gorgeous. I think it's just a real fun, family-friendly movie.
The insinuation at the beginning was he never wanted to speak to me anymore anyway. I don't blame him. Something went wrong, and I blame myself. But in this movie, there's no explanation of that. The wonderful part about it is he comes back because I called him. And if I hadn't met her, of course, that part wouldn't have happened either.
I love how eloquent and energetic Judd Hirsch is. I mean, the man must be around 80 years old, something like that. I mean, he he acts like somebody 20 years younger. It's fantastic to watch.
I think we all remember like our first love, and each time when you're that age, when you're younger, and each time you fall in love, it gets like slightly more mature and slightly more mature. And so I think we see a more mature relationship than she had in the first Stargirl, you know, but there's still like, it's just really sweet anytime you watch two people like having their first young romance. You know, people love music and people love love stories and coming of age stories and fish out of water stories, which this is. But the story I sort of clung to was like about this young girl like always trying to leave things better than she found them.
If I was to describe it in a few words, I'd say this is a story about family, a story about home, and a story about realizing one's dreams and making them a reality. He wants to be a director. He wants to make movies because he loves them and he loves what goes into making them. So he just decides with his younger brother, like, let's make a movie. You write it, I'll direct it, I'll work 2 jobs, save up a bunch of money, and then...
He's got so much personality in his face. I just love watching this guy.
And we'll do it. I have no clue what's gonna happen or how it's gonna turn out, but it might be great. He wholeheartedly 100% believes that this movie is gonna be made and it's gonna be amazing. And that like Stargirl is the secret to it. And he's right, he's not wrong. He isn't naive and he isn't innocent. He just fully believes in himself and his brother and Stargirl and this beautiful thing that they're making. It's a good story about a bunch of people realizing that like their lives are better together and that they can have a crazy dream and realize it with enough help and enough friends and enough support. Like you can do anything you set your mind to.
Hollywood Stargirl is about what it means to be a young person and realize that you have creativity and art in you that you want to get out and share, and finding the people that you get to do that with, and hopefully they end up also being your friends. So it's about finding your community of artists that you get to make things with. Grace VanderWaal, who plays Stargirl, was 14 in the first film, and then by the time we were writing this, she was 17. And so we also wanted to honor the ways in which Grace had grown up and changed and matured as a person, as an artist, and have that reflected in Stargirl's growth as well. I can't imagine more perfect actors to play those brothers. And the most special part about it was that didn't just show up on camera, like for us to be lucky, like watching Grace and Elijah and TJ actually become that trio and hang out off set and like develop that bond for real, and then to watch that show up on the day when we were shooting was just like such a gift.
So one thing I found interesting about this is that almost everybody had a different take on what this movie means, you know? Julia Hart says it's about people, young people sort of finding their artistic way and finding friendship, and everybody else had just a little bit different take on it. So that was kind of interesting. But I found the most eloquent person was, I guess as usual, Grace VanderWaal herself. But this was kind of insightful. So glad I got to watch it. All right, y'all let me know what you think. I'll catch you soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye now.